Hi everyone. I haven't really posted a lot recently. It's just been really busy. But I just thought I'd post a little bit of stuff about some of the prep I'm doing for Great North Run, and what the plan kind of is. I am going to start posting and like video myself running. I just haven't got the right gear for it yet, so that's coming kind of next week. So hopefully I can video a couple of runs so you can actually see, what routes I'm taking, etc. But a slightly bit of different content, just kind of going to go through some of the prep I've done in preparation for a Great North Run. Obviously I've been running for over a year now, so I'm taking my running a bit more seriously, I guess. So if you're just doing the Great North Run just for, just to do it, and you're not aiming for a specific time or anything like that, then maybe this might not be something you're interested in. But if you are kind of starting off and you want to, you're still beginning running, but you want to take it a bit more serious and you want, the right gear, etc., this might be helpful. So what I'm doing is in preparation is I'm going to do a 5K event. So I'm going to do a park run. I'm aiming to get under the 25-minute mark. To be honest, I'm aiming to get around 24 minutes. The park run I'm going to be doing is Saltwell. It's not the flattest course, like route basically. It's a bit undulating. It is a little bit hilly. You can kind of see from park runs how difficult or what kind of elevation is on the course by looking at the average time for that kind of park run. So obviously if it's a lower average time, you're probably looking a lot flatter. So in this particular area in the northeast, if you wanted a flatter like 5K, you'd probably go out to somewhere like the Town Moor. Town Moor is going to be a much flatter running route, whereas obviously Saltwell here it's a bit more hilly. My plan is I'm going to do a 5K event and try and hit a time. I'm going to do the same. I'm planning to do a 10K event towards the end of this month, which will be roughly just under 2 weeks before the Great North Run. The reason I'm doing that is because I am going for around a 150 Great North Run. So basically tomorrow I'm planning to hit on this kind of run roughly about 24 minutes on my 5K, and then I'm planning to do the same like 10K wise. I'm trying to get well under 50 minutes. These are just kind of things that I'm setting myself to try and hit, because I want to try and hit around 150 for my Great North Run. Obviously it's my first one. I'm going to be very happy if I can get under 2 hours. That's like the main aim, if that makes sense. But then if the day goes well, then I want to hit kind of around 150, maybe below, but I'm not quite confident yet if I'll hit below. But it all depends on the conditions of the day. If it's a hotter day, it might not go to plan, hence why the main aim is to hit under 2 hours for me. So the other things that I've been doing is I've invested a little bit. I was using, these are the shoes I was using for my runs and my training initially. And they're pretty tattered now. But these are the initial trainers that I was using when I started running. As you can see, they're completely done now. Like this is literally like all the comp gone through. That happened this weekend, basically. So, but they've done me well, to be honest. They've done me really well, because they've lasted just over a year. Since I started running in March of last year, I've basically just used those trainers. These are Adidas Falcon, but they are, I think, the TR version. That's really important because that means they're trail running shoes rather than road running shoes. I personally would recommend, depending on where you're running, you would, if you're just running on the road, then yeah, fine, you can go for road running shoes. But I do a lot of my runs around Watergate Forest Park in Gateshead. So I would, if you're doing routes like that, definitely trail running shoes, mixed terrain. You're going to get more wear out of them. They're better for different terrain, basically. And those particular ones were great. They, I think, cost me at the time last year about £60. I think you can get them for about £42, which is really good, and you're going to get a lot of wear out of them. But it is probably more of a beginner to intermediate shoe, maybe. That's for regular running. And then obviously they're trash now, so I did a bit of research, and then I actually got some new ones. And these ones are from Decathlon, and they're called the Kip Runners. I will obviously put the link in for these, but these are great. These were only cost me £55, and they were actually in some of the kind of top ones really for trail running. So I'm just gonna have a look actually what. Yeah, it's called Kip Core Gravel M, and they're basic Kip run shoes. You can get them from Decathlon. There were other ones in the mix, to be honest, but those ones came out really well, like for value as well. For my training, those are the shoes I'm going to be using. Again, trail running shoes, so they're going to be good for different terrain. And I've already used them this week, and they've been great, to be honest. Can't really see any issues with them. They've been brilliant. So yeah, those are the Kip Runners. That's what I'm using for my training. And then for the actual event stuff that I'm doing, well, for the Great North Run, I actually invested quite a bit, and I got these Nike. I got these Nike Vaporflies, and they basically use kind of carbon coating, very thin, great for events, but they're not going to get a lot of wear. I think I've been advised roughly like you're going to get no more than like 200 miles out of them. So you don't want to be using these kind of shoes for your day-to-day kind of running, but great for events. Basically, comes in a really nice box, as you can see. Yeah, it comes in a really nice box. And basically, they are these. Now, I know the first thing what like people are going to say is like, why do you get that color? And the main reason why is because it was way cheaper getting it in that color than it was to get it in like a black or a blue or a color that I would usually go for. And I was like, yeah, I don't mind the pink ones, but they're fine. They still do the job. And it was a lot cheaper. I'll screenshot what I got them for. But yeah, these were really well priced, basically, and for carbon shoes. So those are the ones that I'm going to be using for the Great North Run. I'm also going to be using them for the Parkrun tomorrow and the 10k event. The reason being is I'm trying to get kind of used to them before actually doing the Great North Run. I did trial them out today. I just did a kilometre round Team Valley because there's no trails there, it was all tarmac. And yeah, they're good. They felt comfortable, so I'm just getting my feet used to them. And then tomorrow I will use them properly, for the 5k event. So, but yeah, I'm very much a beginner to running. Yes, I've been running for a year, but I'm just sharing some of the stuff that has helped me. And this is the kind of prep that I'm doing for the Great North Run. So just about 15-20 minutes before this Parkrun at Saltwell, I've just got myself a Monday chai latte for some coffee. But yeah, I've done a couple of warm-up stretches, meeting Andrew very shortly. So okay, so just showing you kind of the finish line. I have actually finished the event at this point, but I'm just taking a little bit about Saltwell Park here. So I'm just walking back from Saltwell Park, and let's go across anywhere. Obviously I was going for sub 25, I believe, and I absolutely smashed it. I was running with Andrew Armin. He was helping pace me, and to be fair, he basically made sure I was going pretty flat out for a lot of it. So yeah, I did a sub 22. I'm gonna wait for my official time to come out and post it, but yeah, absolutely buzzing with that and feeling a lot more confident to hit under an hour 50 for the Great North Run. And Saltwell, as I said, it's not a flat course. It's a bit hilly, so it's definitely not the easiest. Andrew reckons in the winter, I could potentially even go for a sub 20 at a flatter course, but we'll see. But yeah, absolutely buzzing.